GM, what's up, people? So we're talking today about AI agents, and we've got an amazing panel in front of us. We have Eliza OS, OLAS, Artificial Superintelligence Alliance, and Sensei and Charged as well. So my name's Aaron. I'm the founder and CEO of EAK Digital. EAK is a leader in Web3 PR marketing events, KOL agency. I also run Istanbul Blockchain Week in Turkey. And I also do daily YouTube content on all things DeFi and AI agents, guys. So, on that note, we'll do a quick round of introductions. Maybe we can start with my buddy Igor.
I'm Igor. I'm one of the core developers of Eliza OS, also an engineer. I do mostly now auditing and consulting for Web3 projects that want to embark in the AI without losing funds and energy in the process.
Hey, my name is Victor. I do FinOps for OLAS. And OLAS has Pearl, which is the AI agent app store.
Janet Adams, COO of SingularityNet and board member of the Artificial Superintelligence Alliance.
Roman Sportsko. I'm a crypto since 2013, co-founder Sensei. We do best in industry AI human replicas.
Amazing. Really proud to be on such a great panel. Now, actually something just came to my mind, so I'm just going to go straight into that. So Janet, obviously from Singularity DAO, I think in Istanbul Blockchain Week a couple of years ago, you bought Sophia Robot. Thanks for that. That was amazing. And I also saw Eliza OS. I've seen a website where it has like an Eliza OS kind of robot. So just going straight into DePi, decentralized physical AI.
When it's going to come in a few months from now, we're going to also have the robot.
It's actually happening. It wasn't just...
Okay, it's not our team that is developing the robot. It's one of the team that develop on our platform. And it's not just one, because also me, I'm going to do one of the robots that you see in the NVIDIA presentation, the duck, and I'm going to also power it with Eliza. So Eliza going to be able to speak with me around the house and learn.
Ideal.
It's not difficult to do.
So are you planning to upgrade Sophia? I think she's got a sister now as well, but like with this new tech of the AI agent open source frameworks.
It's non-stop, the upgrades of our robot families. She has two sisters. She has Grace and she has Desdemona robot. But we're also building a new army of 3-foot-high, easily deployable, easily affordable robots, which are going to use all these brilliant agents that all of the incredible decentralized technology community are developing. And so it's a continuous upgrade process.
Amazing. Well, look forward to seeing the next version of Sophia. All right, guys, so obviously just taking it back a little bit, we're talking about AI agents today. So for those that are new to AI agents that are watching the panel today, what do you think are the kind of main use cases right now and coming in the next 3 to 6 months where people can actually improve their lives using AI agents?
So the main use case we see now in both Web 2 and Web 3 is media. So all media agencies now are using Swarm or a team of agents to prepare the content, to look for the content, to fast check the content. That's the most important step. That is very difficult, and they provide the journalist or the editor something that is ready-made. You have to just to check. So we shorten the amount of time between the news is out in the outlet and the news is out on the media store. But I think, personally, because I do also Web 2, the most interesting use case is going to be healthcare, especially with the blockchain. So the blockchain cannot be used to store the data of the patients, but it can be used to store the certificates. So what the agent going to say about your scan, for example. This is very important because we open up to the next step in the evolution of the agents that in this moment is a technology that is too young yet still and doesn't even have evolutions. So we have no idea which agent is the best one. We have to try them. That is part of the R&D, but we don't have an evaluation yet. So next step going to be having evaluation of these entities, any entities, and we're going to start to see a lot of Web 2 projects. They're going to attach the blockchain.
Yeah, I would complement right now, today, I would complement basically my life by just running agents that are going to take bets on topics that I know nothing about. Something that's happened without my knowledge and is just happening while I focus on my human capabilities, my human abilities, and the agent is just going to do some financial transactions on my behalf. I think that would be what is happening in the next 3 months.
Well, I'll go fast. Social DeFi gaming, virtual assistants, customer support. But I'd like to ask the audience, what agents are they using? Who's using AI agents in this audience? What are you using them for? I don't. Buying tokens, so trading agents, trade execution. There we go. Who else? What are you using yours for? What did he say? I couldn't hear. Cooking. For your cooking. That's fantastic. This is what I love about decentralization. So to your question, what are we going to see in the next 3 to 6 months? Clearly better architectures and tools for decentralized developers to develop their own agents. And we'll see what comes out of their imagination, because that's the beauty of decentralization. People emerge, evolve, and create at greater scale than any kind of 5 experts can possibly predict. Life is surprising. But we'll definitely see more agent-to-agent interaction and more development of more connected technologies, and start to see the emergence of actual neural symbolic, actual creative, intelligent agents, like the Iris agent from SingularityNet, which is a reinforcement learning algorithm, evolutionary algorithm wrapped in an agent, and it can predict states outside of its training data set. Could I pause and see, does anyone understand how important that is? Predicting states outside of its training data set. That means actually creative, actually evolving. That's what we're going to see.
Wonderful. From our side, based on the demand and the amount of investments coming into the space, the primary areas where we can see the most of the developments or results in the next 6 to 12 months would be mundane repetitive tasks that need automation and otherwise have a lot of costs. So number 1 is customer support. Number 2 is organizational efficiency, meaning improving processes within organizations. Number 3 is sales and marketing. And number 4 is software development and processes optimization, which it also involves Web3, Web2 integrations, and decentralized agents.
Now, this all sounds very positive, but putting my pessimistic hat on, I'm British.
Okay, oh, sorry.
Now, surely AI agents are going to be used by bad actors as well. And this is coming, right? Nation states, maybe dictatorships, hackers. How do we prevent them from ruining our AI agent narrative messaging space? Like, what protections can we put in place to prevent that?
So first of all, we go back to the same thing I was telling before. In this moment, we don't have any metrics. They're going to tell us if the agent is capable or not, or if it's a malicious agent, or if it's a good agent. So we're going to have to first implant this new standard that we have in the LLM, but it's not applicable because the agent have actions. He do things. He not just talk to you. It's not just a chatbot. And as soon as we're going to have this in place, you're going to have a metric and a baseline. So you're going to know, you're going to be able to then verify if the agent at least reached the baseline. So all the projects that now are doing verifiable things in the Web 2 are not seeing very good because we know there is no metric. So it's good to have a log of everything that happened, but it's going to be a mere log because you cannot control it. There's no way for you to act before. Instead, if I have a metric and the agent is about to drift, means is going from the state of good agent to the state of hallucination or useless agent or even dangerous entity, because agent can pilot my drones. So if my drone hit you, it's going to be a problem, okay? So when we're going to have this baseline, then we're going to start to do verifiable agents and even stop them. So if I proactively record that the agent is bad, but in the same moment I block the process, I save the user. We don't have this. In the next year, because it's going to take a lot of time to do something like that, I'm putting together a team to do the evaluation. It's something that we don't have. We need to use because it's going to be also a very good tool for marketing. So Manus can want to be able to say, my agent is better than Claude, for example. In this moment, it's all about giving the key to the KOL, and the KOL is going to do the presentation, and you're going to have to trust a person. But I have no numbers. We're going to need to go there.
All right. So basically, I'm going to be pretty short for my answer. We have at OLAS, like our architecture is built based on those three concepts. Own your seed phrase, own your tokens, own your parameters, own your brain, and own your code, own your destiny. And that's why basically our software, you download it to your device, and basically by owning the code, you kind of prevent, you are in control. And basically this is what we want at OLAS, is to give back control to the users and not be governed by a third party. Ultimately, I think it's very important not to be replaced. On my day-to-day, I do mostly accounting, and accounting is just connecting databases, and that's pretty easy. So, like, very soon an LLM could do this. So, basically, I think it's important to have ownership over your agent.
Listen, you all know about cybersecurity and stay in front. One of my favorites is the AI Granny. Does anyone know the AI Granny? AI Granny is an AI bot that confuses pig butcherers. So when you've got pig butcherers out on all of the social media channels looking for victims, AI Granny pretends to be a victim and uses all of their time. So like innovations like this, we're working with Zero Shadow, who's the leading cybersecurity company in Web3, to develop mechanisms to actually attack the attackers, but particularly to help and support the victims. So we have to help everyone who falls victim, we have to trace the losses rapidly, and we have to stay in front of the bad guys.
There are definitely a lot of malicious agents and a lot of technology that already exists that can negatively affect the users. You can look at major applications that we use every day. The AI is pretty much controlling our lives. It controls what we see, control our attention span. It controls how even humans meet and make romantic relationships, etc. And the creators of this app don't even know how they actually work. So for the future, it's very important for us as humans to make sure that AI agents and AI in general acts in our best interest. And the only way to do that, we won't be able to evaluate how good or how good the AI affects us. The only way to ensure that the future of AI and AI agents is beneficial for humanity is to create agents that would represent our interests. So agents that would protect and represent our best interests by being able to distinguish what AI agents bring us value and what agents or services bring negative value. And then we, as part of Sensei, we're creating personalized AI agents that solve the situation, that represent your personality and help to solve this problem.
So I think most, if not all, Web3 projects are using centralized versions of LLMs from the likes of OpenAI, Gemini, Claude, DeepSeek. How important is it for the future of, let's just say, humanity and technology? Is it that decentralized, versions of those are used or not?
So in this moment, the best let's talk about performance and not security. The best performance you're gonna have because you have a centralized situation. We have centralized situation because only certain data center have that power to produce this amount of token that we need to work with. The future, we like to, it will be have a total decentralized situation that in this moment is not possible. It's not possible, not that because we don't want it, it's because our infrastructure understood AI 9 months ago, probably. We start to talk about it 1.5 years ago, but then for 1 year, probably everybody just watched the token, and now we start to see infra in this direction. There is multiple entities that are already decentralizing also for their own security, so this data center is not completely centralized, but for the moment, to do Gen AI, you're gonna do centralizing stuff. The future, they're gonna come probably from 27. I say 27 because Apple demanded to 27 the presence of the entity in your own phone. So you're gonna have an LLM, a very small one, in your phone. Then you're gonna have a total decentralized intelligence in your fingertip. They're gonna probably also connect with a centralized one for the big stack. But for the day-by-day use, for my test, now on the normal iPhone 16, you can do basically everything that is not big content. So an assistant that can book a flight or buy your token or even deploy a token is gonna stay in your device. This is decentralization. Probably from 27, we're gonna start to have this.
Okay. Erhan, could you repeat your question really quick? I had trouble hearing you.
Oh, the question was...
I know you guys are having a great time and everything speaking. I don't want to interrupt, but I don't want you guys to miss out on this amazing panel going on right now. What's next for the market? We've got Nicky Harden, Arcadia, Gracie Chen, CEO of BitGet, Sergey Kunz, the co-founder of OneInch, Lennox Live, and Global Chief Officer from Panelists, and Oliver Stoughton, the CEO of you guys. This is not going to be missed.
This is also one you don't want to miss. I'd also like to add. Okay, so another audience question. Did anybody watch the Bob Dylan movie on the plane on the way here? You did. So as far as decentralization versus centralization of AI agents, LLMs, and technologies goes, Bob said it best. The line it is drawn, the curse it is cast. Decentralized AI is at a pivotal point where technology is going to become unsustainable in centralized corporate environments. Why? Because the inefficiencies created at a super system architecture level of having individual AI architectures are not sustainable for the planet, number one. But number two, they won't be able to keep up with the decentralized technologies because the decentralized technologies are infinitely expanding, infinitely changing, and they're able to logically cache functional new functions faster than any centralized system can ever keep up. We have at ASI Alliance, we have ASI 1 Mini. Please check it out if you haven't. Web3's first decentralized LLM, and we are working towards a decentralized future where the technologies of the future belong to the people, not to corporate shareholders.
Okay. I'm going to go really quick. I like a lot what you said, Janet. I think I fully agree with you, yet as of right now, most of the funding is going to the, let's say, traditional AI industry. Web3 AI is only getting 1% of investment, so as much as I fully agree with what you're saying, there is a challenge for us to do better in the short term than the centralized solutions.
But the slow ones now will later be fast.
It's a very interesting topic because in Sensei we deal a lot of private and corporate data that our clients are hesitant to share because they know that the data infrastructure is centralized. So I agree with Igor on that we already see the transition where in the future we'll have specialized smaller models on local devices which would solve privacy and security for the data, which is the most important thing for the user. And then we have the Web3 infrastructure that would allow to access the data in a permissionless, persistent manner.
So obviously we've got an excellent panel here of builders and investors. What is it that excites you the most, if you could pick one thing about this AI agent boom?
Taking down big tech and crypto ruling.
Okay, well, I want to be honest with you guys. I do agents every day, so they help me not only having a job, but they actually do my things. So I'm most excited to have an agent that do my job because I can go to the beach every day at least 2 hours. Yeah, and I probably produce more agents for myself, or for testing, or for producing synthetic data, testing of other agents, than the stuff that actually I put on the market. So the most exciting thing is the modularity. We are almost there. There's no standard yet. Something was proposed from Google, but it was not really accepted too much, that is agent to agent. We need a standard of communication between entities to create modularity. You don't need everything. So if I'm a mathematician, or if I am a researcher, or if I am an editor, I'm going to use only a single part of that intelligence. I don't need the rest. So the next step in the evolution of the entity is going to be the modularity. When you're going to have the small one, it's going to be very small. You cannot do incredible tasks, only simple tasks. So the modular part is going to be outside. That can be totally decentralized, because maybe the module I miss is in one of their phone, for example, or on one of their computer. That is going to come next. We are working already on the modularity. In ELISA, from next week, you're going to be able also to connect from outside of the system and control ELISA from any language, Python, Go, C++, from outside. So ELISA has all the stack. We're talking about 134 plugins to connect to various network or service. You're gonna be able to ping it like it was a tool. This is one of the steps we're gonna go. At the point, all the entity gonna communicate and interchange functions, not data, because data is private, is mine, okay? And we're gonna have the evolution. I say 27 because I'm sure we're gonna have an entity in the phone on 27. So iPhone 18 gonna have this entity.
All right, I'm going to be super specific and personal about what I'm excited about AI agents. I spend most of the day doing accounting, and augmented FinOps is going to replace accountant sooner or later. And rather than being replaced by a centralized solution, I would like to co-own an AI agent that is doing my job, so I still get a little benefit from a software doing accounting. It's very straightforward utility.
So within 3 to 5 years, we will see AGI swarm agents running every single boring operational task that we do in our lives, which is probably 80% of our lives, with the AGI agents as the brain of operations on the planet, and humans as the heart, giving us time to focus on what we as humans uniquely bring, giving us time to spend time with people we love, to explore our passions, to be creative, to bring vision, genius, innovation, art, all the beautiful, all the incredible highest forms of human expression will be possible when your day is no longer taking up managing the mundane and the dross.
So I see that One of the main issues for the agents that prevents the wide adoption has been the fact that comes from the limitations on transformer architecture and LLMs. That they are prone to errors and hallucinations. And when the agents reasoning loops against themselves, every hallucination or error amplifies with every next iteration. So with improvement of the, and it's been resolved by putting a human element in the loop, right? So without humans, it has been impossible to resolve that. But with automated system that introduces benchmarks for evaluation of the results, now we are able to resolve that. So I see that the most crucial element right now is the benchmarks and the system that allow to fix those errors automatically. And talking about the future, I think we will see the transitioning to Web 4 paradigm, where we abstract the software on the back end. So every request that we do or we send to the agent will be abstracted, and the agents will be able to create software that will solve our problems. So we completely abstract these software layers within the next 3 to 5 years, which would be an exciting time.
Could I just add one point, which is we can also work on alternatives to the feed-forward backpropagation basis of transformer neural nets and tackle hallucinations at the architectural level with neural symbolic coding and predictive coding. And we're working on this at SingularityNet, and it's going to be groundbreaking.
All right, guys, so we've only got a few minutes left. This is a really excellent panel. I'm really enjoying it. Like, AI agents is the future. I'm fully red-pilled. If any of you guys have any questions, we've got 3 minutes. Raise your hand, and I'll give you the microphone. If not, I'm going to keep going. So I wanted to say, for those guys that are new to AI agents or want to start utilizing AI agents in their business to start actually seeing the streamlined effect it can have on their growth, what would be like a quick, takeaway for them to just dive in that doesn't include too much technical, competency?
So the easy way to access an agent today is Cursor. Even if you are not a programmer, okay? You can use Cursor even to write, to do anything. And is the first easy access where you can connect easy a tool. Example, Weathercast or whatever you need to get outside. This is the easy way for free to access an agent today. So you can download it and test it. The easy way to integrate it in your Web3 is going to be for sure ELIZA, because it's going to take you literally 5 minutes to drop an agent on your system. But for a person that comes from the street, that don't have no idea what is programming or developing, but you want to test the technology, probably Cursor or Windsurf, of course, is the best alternative. And is covered a lot in YouTube, so you're going to find tutorials that are going to help you even start up this, even if you have zero experience.
All right, so I would say the best way today, the thing to do, 2025 is a little bit like 2017 that we had trying the first use case on the blockchain. Like, it's really the time to get acquainted with this technology, with the use cases and what it can do for you as it's being built. Like, being an early user is going to be super beneficial there. So we have a solution that is on Perl, where we have agents. So that's a good place to try this technology, for sure.
And there's never been a better time to get into technology, because all work is going to become technology in the next, certainly by 2030. So come and explore our agent-first platform at ASI, our soon-to-be-launched ASI Create platform, which has tools which are available for every level of technological capability, and learn about it. Use our community. If there's something you don't know, our community will answer the question. Be curious, be playful. I'm reminded of my 14-year-old nephew who uses AI to flirt with girls. And I said, how do you do this? Like, what are the prompts you use? And he says, I'll say, ChatGPT, write me 5 compliments. Be playful. Get out there, use it, enjoy it, and grow and be part of it.
Wonderful. looking forward for the next 3 to 5 years when we see AI agents taking over and actually tell humans what is best for them.
I mean, they're probably going to be right because they're more smarter than we are anyway. So I don't even necessarily think that's a bad thing. I mean, I already do that myself anyway. Like, whenever I have a problem, ChatGPT tells me what to do. Like, so it's not 3 to 5 years. It's the next 3 to 5 minutes when I finish this panel. Yeah.
It was yesterday.
Exactly. I mean, I plug in all my Google Sheets, everything, and you know, even if I've had a conversation with someone, and I wasn't sure what they said, I check with ChatGPT, like, you know, to give me the confirmation of what I thought was right. So I'm already using it. Already tells me everything anyway. So.
Yeah, and once we will be able to plug in your biometric data, your healthcare data, all the private data that you're not willing to share or upload to cloud otherwise. Once we are able to capture all of that, AI will know more about us than we can comprehend ourselves. So that's the personal data, the user data is the key here, how to capture it and like how to organize it in a way that will be easily accessible by AI systems.
Well, look, I mean, I'm a really big fan of privacy projects that have privacy at its first. So there's like Venice AI, there's Eternal AI that are building with like privacy at its forefront. I think there's Nillion as well, right, which allows AI agents to check health records or sensitive data without actually allowing that data to leak out, you know, to others. I'm not the best at explaining it, to be honest with you, but yeah, like at the end of the day, if the government knows all that stuff about me anyway, is that any better than an AI knowing everything about me? Probably the AI's got more, will be more useful to me than the British government, that's for sure. So I don't mind the AI knowing everything about me, to be honest. I mean, I think it's going to make our lives so much better. Like,
Totally.
It's a greater good, like, you know. And to be honest, I'll probably live longer, I'll be more healthy, I'll be more happy.
Do less boring
Yeah,
stuff.
already I am, yeah.
It's going to be amazing. The future's so bright.
Well, look, time's up, guys. So thank you for joining me on this wonderful panel. Thank you to my amazing guests.